Welcome back to Jules Math Tools. In our session today, this is part 2 on adding our whole number and our proper fraction. And if you're ready to see how this is done, let's get started. So in our first section, I demonstrated how you could have added a whole number and a fractional number together. Now in this session, there is another way that you can use to add a whole number and a fraction. So I'm going to demonstrate that step in this session. Now, usually with our whole numbers, we usually remind students that with your whole number 9, every whole number has a denominator of 1. And we usually stress this point when it comes down to multiplication or even with division of fractions. But I'm going to be using that step to show you how you can add your whole numbers and your fractional number. So I'm going to input my 9 first as my fraction, put back my 5, 6, and then at this point, of course, because both denominators are different, we are going to have to find the common denominator or the LCD. Now, there's actually two ways you can find the LCD, the butterfly method and the just finding the LCD by listing the method. But for this session, I'm going to be using the LCD because it's a whole lot quicker. Since I'm working with 1 and 6, I know that the LCD for these two numbers are going to be 6. And since I have my LCD of 6, I'm now going to take my 9 to the first, and of course I will have to convert that fraction into its equivalent form where it has a denominator of 6. And to change 1 to 6, I knew I had to multiply 1 times 6, which gave me 6. So I will be multiplying 9 times 6 to get 54. So now I will replace my 54, 6 into my equation, and I'll put back everything else. And now since my fraction has the same denominator, I'm now going to add my numerators, where I'm going to add 54 plus 5, which is going to be 59, and so it'll be 59, 6. Now, because my fraction is an improper fraction, we are going to have to go through the step of changing our fraction now back into its mixed fraction form. This is one of the reasons why with fractions, knowing how to apply those little simple steps or skills that you learn in your foundational stages save you so much work from having to go through all of this additional step that I'm doing here. But again, if you don't remember those steps, you will have to go through this process. But remember that even though the process will be longer, you will still get the exact same answer. So let's do our division. So 6 will divide into 59 9 times. 9 times 6 will equal to 54. When 54 is subtracted from 59, we'll have a difference of 5. And remember that for our fraction, 9 will be my whole number, 5 will be my numerator, and 6 will be my denominator. So our answer for this question will be our 9 and 5, 6. And if you watch the first video where I worked out this question, you would have seen that I actually solved this question in probably less than 30 seconds. So it's so important that you practice and develop your skills so that you can put those skills to work to save you from having to do so much additional work that really in most cases is not needed. Okay, but I hope this was very helpful to you. I hope you are able to follow along with the steps. And as always, make sure to get some additional practice in. And I'll see you right here in the next video on Jules Math Tools, where we aim to make math easy.